In last lecture, I continue application of Hindu law who are Hindus. In last lecture, I discussed with you Mohandas versus Devasan Board. In this case, the court propounded Hindu by declaration. In this case, the Kerala High Court decided that under modern Hindu law, the following propositions are well established. A non-Hindu will become a Hindu by conversion. First, if he undergoes a formal ceremony of conversion or reconversion prescribed by the caste or community to which he converts or reconverts, or second, if he expressed a bona fide intention to become a Hindu accompanied by conduct in equivocally expressing that intention coupled with the acceptance of him as a member of the community into the fold of which he was ushered into. Third, if he bona fide declares that he is Hindu, not conversion, not reconversion, but he bona fide declares and live as a Hindu and perform as a Hindu, then conversion and reconversion not necessary for become a Hindu. If he performs as a Hindu, he performs Hindu religion. It means he work as a Hindu or he perform a duty as a Hindu who prescribed as for a Hindu. That person without conversion is called Hindu. The next question arises when one parents are Hindu, when person is Hindu, that person is called Hindu. The law prescribed when one person is Hindu, then the birth of that child, if he maintained as a Hindu, then a person is called Hindu. Scheduled tribes and scheduled castes. Scheduled castes are Hindus. There are no debate arise, no confusion arise. A person not governed by Hindu law, that person is governed by Hindu law. It is earlier discussed in case of Mooldas Bhudardas Vyas versus Shastri Yagpurdas ji versus Mooldas Bhudardas Vyas case. The question arises, scheduled tribes governed by Hindu law. The codified Hindu law lays down that its provisions do not apply to the members of scheduled tribes coming within the meaning of clause 25 of Article 366 of the Constitution of India unless the central government by notification in the official gazette directs that any of the enactments shall apply to them. Also, the section 2 subclause 2 is under of the Hindu law is important, which discuss in future in some time. This clause does not mean that the scheduled tribes which were prior to the codified Hindu law governed by Hindu law will not now be governed by Hindu law. If before codification any scheduled tribes was governed by Hindu law, it will continue by governed by it. However, it will be under codified Hindu law that will apply to them. in Gopal Singh versus Giribala case decided by the Patna High Court. Clause 25 of Article 366 of the Constitution of India clears that if any scheduled tribes after passing the Hindu Law Acts but Hindu Law Acts means Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Minority Guardianship Act, Hindu Succession Act, Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, and many more acts which prescribed and enforce for the Hindu law. That acts in the case of scheduled tribes not governed by Hindu laws, they govern by its own personal laws. It means the Hindu law rules not applicable them, but which community before the passing of the act applied, after the passing of the acts applied to that persons. The next question arises: Hindu law is a personal law, not a native law. It means as Hindu law is a personal law, that this is not a local or native law. Its purpose is that any Hindu, wherever he goes, the same law shall be applicable to him which was applied to him on their native place. He goes there along with his own law and custom. Even on him only those customs will apply which was being applied at the time of his migration. If any change occurs afterwards, that material of change shall not apply to him. It means a person who is a Hindu who resides in India, he migrate in another country governed by Hindu law. It means he takes him with that place and governed by Hindu law. If a person, for example, if a person who which reside in India or born in India and a Hindu governed by Hindu law, if that person migrated or goes in England and reside there, that person not governed by English law, but that person in personal matters governed by personal law. The next question arises: domicile and migration. The question is domicile and migration is: domicile means a person who is reside in India and in UP, and he goes in another place, that is called domicile. If a person who is reside in India in any state and goes in another country and reside there, that is migration. When a person migrated, then that person governed by that country law, not governed by Indian law. But in personal matters, that person governed by its own personal law, not in that country or state law. The provisions of the Hindu Marriage Act. In Hindu law that declares who is Hindu or who are Hindus. Then the question is the definition given in Act who are Hindus or who is Hindus. Section 2 of the Hindu Marriage Act says that this act applied to any person who is a Hindu by religion in any of its forms or developments, including a Veerashaiva, a Lingayat, or a follower of Brahmo, Prarthana, or a Samaj. This paragraph is positively says whose persons are governed by Hindu law. That paragraph says that a person who is by Hindu by religion, one person who is by religion a Hindu, that person is governed by Hindu law. But any person, any of its form or development, including a Veerashaiva or Lingayat or a follower of the Brahma, Prarthana or a Samaj, are governed by Hindu law. The next paragraph says that to any person who is Buddhist, Jaina or Sikh by religion, for the purposes of, it is remembered that for the purposes of Hindu law, a person who is the follower of Buddha religion, Jain religion or Sikh religion governed by Hindu law, and other matters which not prescribed by the Hindu laws, not governed by Hindu law. The matters is marriage, divorce, maintenance, succession, adoption, maintenance, minority and guardianship, and other matters which not discussed in these acts, not governed by Hindu law. And third, to any other person domicile in the territories to which this act extends, who is not a Muslim, Christian, Parsi or Jew by the religion, unless it is proved that any such person would not have been governed by the Hindu law or by any custom or usage as part of that law in respect of any of the matters dealt with herein, if this act has not been passed. This paragraph says not positively who are Hindus, but this paragraph says a person who is not Muslim, not Christian, not Parsi, not Jewish by religion, that persons who reside in India are governed by Hindu law and called Hindu. Explanation in next paragraph. The explanation: the following persons are Hindus, Buddhist, Jain or Sikh by religion, as the case may be. Any child, legitimate or illegitimate, both of whose parents are Hindus, Buddhist, Jains or Sikhs by religion. Any person who is legitimate or illegitimate, in another word, that is not exactly good words for understand, we can say legal or illegal. In legal terminology, this is called legitimate or illegitimate. If the both parents are Hindu, then that legitimate or illegitimate child are governed by Hindu law. Second, any child, legitimate or illegitimate, one of whose parents is a Hindu, Buddhist, Jain or Sikh by religion and who is brought up as a member of the tribe's community, group or family to which such parents belong or belonged. Second, this paragraph says any child which is legitimate or legitimate, and if one person who is the parents are Hindu and another person are non-Hindu, it means non-Hindu means that person was Muslim, Christian, Parsi or Jewish. Then that person, that child, that baby was brought up as a member of the tribe, community or group or family to which such a parents belong or belong, that child are governed by Hindu law. Any other person who is a convert or reconvert to the Hindu, Buddhist, Jain or Sikh religion, that person is governed by Hindu law. In paragraph second says that notwithstanding anything contained in subsection 1, nothing contained in this act shall apply to the member of any scheduled tribes within the meaning of clause 25 of article 366 of the Constitution unless the central government by the notification in the official gazette otherwise directs. When Government of India not notified the gazette that scheduled tribes governed by Hindu law, that scheduled tribes governed by its own personal laws, not governed by Hindu laws. Last, the expression Hindu in any portion of this act shall be constructed as if it includes a person who, though not a Hindu by religion, is nevertheless a person to whom this act applies by virtue of the provisions of contained in this section. This paragraph says a person who is not though not a Hindu by religion, and that person not a Hindu strictly or liberal sense, that persons not applied Hindu law. In second lecture, in next lecture, I discuss with you schools of Hindu law. Thank you.